Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is another 1 vs 1 StarCraft 2 cast brought to you by Icelian Gaming. I am Icelian and I'm going to be walking you through and showing you what exactly is going on in this game. Hopefully you will find some enjoyment, some excitement out of it. I know I certainly do because I love StarCraft. I just finished watching the MLG Orlando this weekend. Oh my gosh, the tournament was amazing. If you listen to the Dongregu vs Gosu Gatored series of casts that I just did just prior to this, then you will have heard me rant about it. If you didn't, then oh my gosh, it was amazing. And if you can find any recordings or casts or videos of it, please do so and watch it yourself. If you don't want to watch the replays, if you would rather somebody cast or commentate on it, then email it to me, acelian001@gmail.com. Any of those. Any replays, actually. I mean, just be sure you send if you want to send replays to me, I'll cast them. Sure, by all means. I mean, this is what I do. It's fun. It's my hobby. I enjoy it. It's great. And we have in this game, focusing on, hey, I have this thing already casting and here at hand. We have spawning in the top left corner of Shakuras Plateau, Imba's Strelock. Now, Imba's Strelock is actually it's Imba. FX Open team, and for those not knowing what IMBA is, it generally means imbalance. So you get IMBA, these two imbalanced, and you know it's people will say you're playing some video game, you know, some shooter game, and you get the ultimate gun of kill awesomeness. You know, it just blows up all your enemies, and people are like, oh my gosh, that gun is so IMBA, and just short way of saying, you know, gamer slang for imbalanced. And this team picked it up and brought it into their own phrase. We do have Strelock is a Terran player, obviously. Hopefully he's a Terran player. Otherwise, he picked the wrong race for this match. But no, he's a Terran player. He actually played Brood War Terran, and he was one of the best in Europe. He was called the Warship or the Warship Terran. I suppose he had a lot of Stargate or Starport play. I did not follow Brood War as much as I followed StarCraft 2. Not my scene at the time, and I had other concerns. But StarCraft 2 came out, and I found the viewership, the observation abilities so very easy to do. I just love it. It's awesome. So, Strelock, interesting thing about him, he has a degree in economics. Not a lot of people would think that. A lot of gamers actually do have their degrees. I mean, you really do have the extremes on both ends. You have gamers like TLO, the little one, or no, I'm sorry, not TLO, Genro, Liquid Genro on Team Liquid, who dropped out of school at like 16 to go into pro gaming, and he's doing it successfully. Props to him. I just hope, you know, he has something a bit more to fall back on, or he's able to save up enough to where he's all right throughout his life. If he is, then props to him. Seriously. A little bit of microdance, trying to get out of this scouting probe. We do see that the probe dies, and our probe is... Oh, hey there, Proxy Factory. I missed something. The probe does belong to our friend Gosu Gatored. Now, Gosu Gatored, I did just do a cast on. He's a member of the team It's Gosu Esports. Let's see if he can see this. Yes, he can. And oh dear God, he is pulling all of his units back. Kill it, kill it, kill it. An interesting little Proxy Factory play. If Strelock had been able to get his SCV to scout along the side and see there was nothing here, then maybe he could have dropped it like here instead. Again, it's interesting, but I don't think it's going to be doing much of anything. In fact, the Stalker already knows if there's anything that's coming out, it's going to be a Hellion, and it's going for the mineral line. Nice little juke. Now leading it off to the other side. But unfortunately, there's a second Stalker here, and I think it'd be better just to go ahead and salvage this factory and pull it back. Unique little opening for Strelock, certainly putting his opponent on the back foot, starting the series off, saying, whoa, I'm not playing around here. I'm really trying to get you, really trying to get things off. You know, just throw you off from the start. We do already have 2 Marines and a Marauder coming in to supplement this Hellion. Concussive Shells has finished. So, wow, this is a really early push for Strelock. Hellion did come back in here. We can look, there have been a couple of workers killed, or at least a worker was killed by Strelock. As this push comes in, a sort of 1 SCV, 2 Marine, Marauder, Hellion push. It would be 2 Hellions if the other had lived. And he's still continuing to pump Hellions out, so these probes are going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight for their lives as much as possible, and a bunker going down. Strelock really opening up from the start with just aggression, just heavy aggression, heavy attacks. This SCV will try to get focused down. We'll see if we can keep an eye on him and see if he does. The Zealot getting a lot of DPS done in here. And Gatored's going to have to go ahead and pull back. He wasn't able to get that SCV killed as the bunker does finish. So now the Marine and the Marauder will have all the more power to them as he keeps making more Hellions out of the factory. Good lord, this is silly. I wonder if he went into this knowing the map and saying, okay, here's what I'm going to do. Right from the beginning, or if he just decided on the whim. I'm sure he knew right from the start. There's 2 more Hellions swinging around one end. Really getting some good worker harass here. As we see, he's up to 3 workers killed. Could make it 4... 5 now. And then you at the same time you've got this bunker wailing on the Nexus. And Hellions still continuing more and more and more. And the thing is, whenever he kills a Hellion, he opens up the supply for another to be made. Nope, he's going to go ahead. He's calling it a day. He's saying, I'm done. The Immortal out here has come out, and he is dealing very, very heavy damage to this bunker. It is considered armor, and he does 50 per shot. That will shut down that attack. But at the end of it all, where do we stand? Well, Gatored has an expansion. Nearly dead, but still alive. Nearly dead, still slightly alive. He's got 19 probes, now 17. Is there another harassment going by? And a Banshee comes out. A 1-1-1 build with a proxy factory happens. There's still a Hellion sitting in this base. Oh my gosh, Strelock, you harassing little bugger. A Raven is out as well. As Strelock gets ready to go ahead and just move in for his expansion. But he's up on Harvesters even though he doesn't have... he's only got the single expansion. As soon as that orbital finishes making and goes down and lands, he will be good to go. Gatored trying to catch back up. And really right now isn't doing too badly, all things considered. Two bunkers going down to really solidify this defense, and no doubt, yep, Marines and a Raven. I'm not sure why he got the Raven. If he wants to shut down any early form of observers, or if he's afraid of DT play. Maybe he spied a DT shrine that I didn't.